this. This is where Nifty closed on November 9th, 2016. Does it ring a bell? Hey folks, we are back with another episode of What's in the Chart. And today we'll explore one of the most memorable charts that you and I might have personally witnessed. The second week of November 2016, India was caught off guard. On the night of November 8th, Prime Minister Narendra Modi made an announcement that shook the nation. 86% of the currency, that is 500 and 1000 rupee notes, was no longer legal tender. Overnight, these notes transformed from valuable currency to just paper. So, why such a bold move? Three major reasons include black money, counterfeit currency, and corruption. And how did the common people react to this news? With 86% of the currency notes turning into a piece of paper just like that meant chaos, a lot of it. People rushed to banks and ATMs to exchange their old notes and withdraw new currency. But the impact wasn't limited to cash. On November 9th, the stock market also had a chance to react. The BSE Sensex fell by over 1340 points during the opening session and the Nifty 50 dropped by over 541 points. This initial shock was due to uncertainty and fear caused by a piece of valuable paper turning into nothing. Now, let's break down how different sectors fared in this storm. First up is the real estate sector. Often associated with cash transactions and black money, was the worst hit. The Nifty Realty Index gapped down after the day of the demonetization move and corrected around 25% from the month's high before recovering a bit. It remained down almost 15% from 8th November till the end of the month. A steep fall only to find some footing at a strong support level of 152.5 on a weekly chart. From high-end appliances to gadgets, the consumer durable sector also stumbled, down over 10% by the month's end. People were holding on to their limited cash for essentials. Now, while the banking sector took an immediate hit the day after the announcement, it started recovering on November 10th. It was subsequently corrected by the month's end as it was still trying to replenish the cash in the economy. This was because the sector was expected to benefit in the long term because of the anticipation that a lot of the black money would be deposited in bank accounts, and the excess funds in the banking system would also help address the non-performing assets problem that many of the banks were facing due to bad loans. Due to these NPA problems, infrastructure funding was also affected, and people hoped that it would also be addressed when the current cash crunch is reduced and the economy claws back to normalcy. Some sectors such as the infrastructure and IT remained almost unaffected by the news. The infrastructure sector is massively driven by government investments and loans from banks. Demonetization was supposed to help increase the liquidity in the banking system and increase the government's funds for spending on items like infrastructure welfare, so the infrastructure sector was an obvious beneficiary of the announcement. By the month's end, the Nifty Infra Index was up marginally since November 8th. On the other hand, the IT sector remained almost unaffected too. The Nifty IT chart shows that the IT sector is doing better than it was on November 8th by the end of the month. The reason behind the unaltered response was that the IT sector is majorly export-oriented and hence relatively better positioned to handle shocks in the Indian economy. Moreover, it is largely a cashless sector and was not significantly affected by the cash being taken out of the economy. In the long term, demonetization had mixed effects on the stock market. Initially, GDP growth slowed down due to reduced economic activity. However, over time, the formalization of the economy and increased adoption of UPI began to show positive effects, restoring market confidence. Fast forward to early 2017. The stock market bounced back stronger, fueled by hope for long-term reforms and transparency. And today, 8 years later, we are witnessing record highs almost every month. So here's a question for you. Which sector do you think was the hidden gem post demonetization? Let us know your answers in the comment section. That's it for today's episode of What's in the Chart, and if you found this journey down the memory lane insightful, share it with your friends. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon to know more about What's in the Chart.